Anyways, let's get this episode started for real. For real, Tori, don't put that in there. It's inappropriate.
There's bloopers. It's fine.
She likes to do this thing when I ask her to cut things that she won't cut it, and she'll just put up her
Well,
little...
no, why would they?
She'll put up her little talk sprite and go, no.
Okay, but let's also... Just one word. Dockler.
Yeah. Anyways. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Britt Rochelle.
I'm Tato.
And I'm Muffin.
And today's topic is something we meant to explore way, way earlier in the history of the Ginger Force. We've just kind of procrastinated, because, I mean, there's a lot of examples of this. But yeah, we're talking about the Ginger Apocalypse today. I actually can't believe we haven't talked about this, seeing as the name of our show is based on that concept.
Eventually we were going to get there, you know? We just had to give them a little more time to understand why we were taking so long.
Yeah, we're playing all these games.
Yeah. Gotta have fun.
And you were, making a human.
I personally was not,
No, but you partook in the process.
And it was a glorious process. All those late night showers.
I bet. Alright. So, motherfucker. I hit the wrong button.
You still hit the wrong button.
I still hit the wrong button. Slideshow. There we go. Alright. So yes, this episode is about the Ginger Apocalypse. And to understand the Ginger Apocalypse, we must first understand what a ginger is. A ginger is, Muffin, a prime example. He is pale, freckled, and has natural red hair growing out of all of his holes.
Is that natural?
Wouldn't you like to find out?
No,
Here, I'll show you my pubes.
no, this is safe for work.
Is it?
Yes!
Where's Cloudy?
Very strict. Well, I mean, Cloudy would be helpful in this situation, but we're not going to need him. And so, representation has become such a huge topic in America especially, but in media in general, thanks to, what do we call them, the Alphabet Mafia?
The Alphabet Mafia.
And, they like to, scream and shout about how there's not enough, female representation. There's not enough, I keep wanting to say male, but no one gives a shit about dudes in media. They really don't.
No. It's all about women.
It's unless the dude is gay, because there has to be queer representation. It's got to be a queer black man. Then it's acceptable
It could just be a queer man. It doesn't matter.
Fair enough. And, there needs to be more women and, black people and all that. But in the process... the Gingers, their characters, they've been slowly and methodically been getting erased just over time. And
how dare you, media?
Indeed. And this is where we get the concept of the Ginger Apocalypse. The concept of classically ginger or redheaded characters being stripped of their ginger characteristics in modern media. But but don't take it from me. Let's look at the evidence here presented in front of us. To start, any fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles know who this lady is. Good old-fashioned April O'Neil, the reporter who covers all of the goings-ons in the city with her trademark yellow jumpsuit and her red hair. What are you laughing about?
If you notice how her head shape is,
Uh-huh.
on the right side, it kind of curves up, but on the left side, it is elongated.
Uh-huh.
So she kind of looks like a peanut. And then, lopsided titties.
That's natural, right?
One titty's always bigger than the other.
Oh, wait, you've never measured?
No, I usually just grab both.
Yeah, you
gotta compare. Oh, I see. You're hypnotized.
Yeah.
You
The motion of the ocean is...
You gotta pay more attention next time you hold
Yeah, just weigh them. Your wife won't think it's weird.
By mouthfeel?
Yeah.
Would that...
Yes, do it if you
by
must.
mouthful,
Whatever means
one of them
feel,
mouthful.
Feel.
Whatever means necessary. But, yeah, this is... When you think of April O'Neil, this is who you think about. Unless, of course, your only exposure to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the 2014 live-action movie with Megan Fox. Where, as you can see, she's not got her jumpsuit on. She does not have red hair. That's definitely just whatever color Megan Fox had that year.
She is indeed the original sin, though. Jennifer's Body?
Oh, great film.
10 out of 10.
But I did mark this as the original sin because this is just the first example of April O'Neil ginger erasure. As we've found in a more modern setting, this is April now in like modern, I guess, cartoons, comics, and whatever that is.
That's the Miles Morales like animation style.
Yeah, and I do like that animation style, and I think you can see it. I think they tried to put some red in the locks, I think, or it might just be shading. What do y'all think?
It's definitely the shading.
It doesn't look like the same person.
Because like if it's
well,
give her the pointy glasses in the animation here.
Mm-hmm.
No dreads.
Yeah.
Because why would she have dreads in the cartoon? It's too hard to doodle. It would just look like turds. I mean, seriously, have you ever seen a cartoon person with dreads that don't look like turds?
Boondocks. But other than that...
That's an anime, not a cartoon.
You're right.
We'll get that on another episode.
That's a debate for another episode. Yeah, I love that.
But, like, there is absolutely no ginger in between either of those photos.
No.
Minus the red in her glasses in the cartoon.
No, and that obviously does not count. That is not a ginger characteristic.
And she's not even pale.
No, she's not even, like...
She's reverse pale.
She is reverse pale. She is definitely a...
Oh, I almost said something.
No, don't you dare. She's definitely a proud black woman, but I'm just gonna say it. That ain't April O'Neil.
No.
So...
Woke community sucks.
I'm sure she's a great character, hopefully, maybe. It's hard to say. She kind of, especially the one on the right, has Mary Sue potential.
Don't care, didn't watch.
Fair enough. I didn't watch it either. But this is part of the reason, because I hate it when, like, shows do shit like this. Like...
It's just gonna keep happening.
I know.
Think about all the shows that we had as kids, though.
Yeah.
Everything is being changed to adhere to more of the childish domain, and the people that don't really want, I don't know, the norm. Teen Titans Go. Perfect example. Top tier cartoon. Sorry, anime. Top tier anime. And now it's dog shit.
Yeah, they just screwed up Teen Titans.
I feel like
they took away a lot of their personalities, too.
Yeah, because now it's more childish.
They literally went from, like, we're superheroes, but we're also humans, kind of, sometimes. But we have personalities, and we have issues, and we have
teens.
Angst. And yeah, we have teen angst. And I tried to watch a modern episode of, like, Teen Titans Go, and it's literally, like waffles. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Childish.
Yeah.
It went from teens to now preteens. Prepubescent little shits, if you will.
Prepubescent little shit titans.
Yeah.
Shittens. Titans. Shittens.
I get it.
Titans. Well, let's move on to another example. This
8-bit bikini.
Yes.
Let's go.
So, in the video...
Look at that thigh gap. Mm.
Oh, yeah, no, she
yeah.
ruined beauty standards for women. I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you take off the top 2 pixels on both sides, it's almost like she's got a pink dick.
No. God damn it. But anyway.
I can see it now. I can't unsee it.
I know. I'm trying to not see it. But no, she's very obviously curvaceous. She's got the hips, she's got the tits, she's got the waist, but most importantly of all, she's got the red hair.
Look at how her feet aren't even connected to her legs. By
They're
like a millisecond of a pixel there.
Look.
It's like her legs have been chopped off. And what is that arm?
Do you want to go back in time and redesign Metroid?
I would full on redraw her.
Do you see her hips?
Yeah.
She got them hip dips. That's realistic, man.
That is not a hip dip. That is a gap.
Look, she's got the Minecraft diamond as a stomach. Like.
See, I was referring more. Like, I see what you mean. That she got hip dips and thigh gaps. That don't make no kind of sense.
Those aren't hip. It's like a void between her legs.
No, I'm sorry, the hip dips on the outside here.
Oh, if only my keyboard worked. Her hand, it's an F. Fortnite! She's in the Fortnite Battle Pass, confirmed.
The Floop.
No.
Oh, no, this one. Floops Fooglies from Spy Kids. Gotta make the F. Yeah. I love
That's for you younger generations to understand.
Well, I guess the older ones, actually. Yeah, so this is Samus obviously not in her normal Metroid suit. This is how she looks at the end of the first game. And this is how she looks in every iteration of Super Smash Bros.
Where's the red hair?
Exactly!
Like, she still got the tits, she still got the butt.
She got muscles.
That's debatable. But where's the red hair?
Here's my problem with it, especially, is in most... Actually, I think every version of Super Smash Brothers, she has, like, 3 different colors of that suit. She's got, like, 3 or 4 different colors of the bikini suit she can change into for customization, but you can't change her hair color whatsoever. Yet Kirby can be every freaking character in the Nintendo universe. I get that fits his character profile, but so does Samus's red hair.
I don't like it.
Yeah, see, I get like, I do cosplay her. I am guilty. I can throw it. We can have a Munchie throw up a photo of me in my Zero Suit Samus cosplay. She is my main in Smash. She's my favorite character to play with. But man, to learn she could have
play
been
with her joystick.
But to learn she could have been a redhead this
Press
whole time.
her buttons.
I would press her buttons all day, every day. But yeah. So, it won't escape media. Video games, television, nothing. Nextly, we have, of course, very hot button version of the topic. Ariel from The Little Mermaid, the original Disney version from 1989. Again, cute teenage mermaid. She wants to be part of the human world. Fire red hair that should not be natural, but fuck it. It's Disney. It's the ocean. It's magic.
Fish!
Who cares? Yeah, she's a fish
Fuck
lady.
it. Shit happens.
Indeed. Again, an icon, really. She has a reputation of the little girl who saved the studio, allegedly. Again, that's debatable because they make that shit up all the time because corporate Disney's evil. But
Don't you vouch for them like every time you go there though?
I mean,
No, she goes, Disney as a corporation is evil, but I love Disneyland.
I do like the parks. I will admit, I've not had a bad time at Disney World, but
I have.
oh no. But
We'll
yeah.
save that for a bloopers episode.
Exactly.
Executive.
No,
bloopers.
I don't vouch for Disney. I'll admit I do have a soft spot for some of the movies, and yes, the parks. But I would be just as happy to watch them crash and burn. I'd be okay with seeing the castle on fire.
Wow, Maleficent, calm down.
Actually, I didn't get to see Fantasmic, so that's a whole other shit. That's a Disney episode. But as we're all painfully aware,
Doesn't anybody care about Sid the Sloth?
You did not just say that.
Like, come on.
That's so mean.
Wait a second.
But the Little Mermaid.
do this every year. Yep.
Yeah, but you throw up a picture of Sid the Sloth. Just do it.
They do this every year.
Yeah, oh my god, that's so
They
mean.
leave me in the tree, and I have to go and find them.
Dandelion.
The last dandelion.
Gotta be the last one of the season. So good. Nom, nom.
The Little Mermaid fell victim to the most recent Disney cash grab trend of, I say recent, like it hasn't been going on for like the last decade, of the Disney live action remakes.
Garbage.
Yeah. It was cute in the beginning as like a gimmick. I liked the live action Cinderella, admittedly.
Never watched it.
It's okay. Cartoon's
Live
better.
action doesn't need to exist.
Not
I liked Maleficent. That was it.
fair enough.
Okay.
But yeah, so Little Mermaid came out last year, 2023, and a lot of people were upset that they cast a black girl as Ariel.
It just doesn't make sense when all her sisters are white.
See, again, if you're gonna do that, at least make it consistent. Make all her sisters black too,
And Triton needs to be black too.
and give her red hair back. I've seen girls with like fire engine red locks. It can be done.
Ah, yes. Hot Cheetos.
I don't give a shit. Again, I don't think the hair looks bad, but it's not ginger.
Didn't you hear? Red 40 is bad for you. It would be bad for the fish, too.
Look,
Even if you could smell it from it. Wait a second.
if the original Little Mermaid could make it work, so could the modern Little Mermaid. Is all we're saying.
Look, man.
On the
all
topic,
right.
Muffin.
I'm staying on topic.
Are you?
My topic is just roasting the shit out of Sid here.
I can see that.
I mean, then again, roasting live actions in general. Who
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell decided Ong was the correct name for Aang?
Again, next week we gotta do an episode on that. We've got a topic and a debate now. Oh my god.
There is no debate on that. It's
Fine,
just
fine, it'll be
Disney's wrong.
It'll be an hour-long bitch session then. I'm okay with
Sure.
that.
Just as long as we've got our attitudes in check.
Bruh.
Don't worry, that's just a shot.
Mary Jane from Spider-Man.
Totally would.
100%. You cannot make.
Oh yeah.
You can't make me hate Kirsten
Put her
Dunst
in a bikini and some
anything.
fishnets and woo!
I just love Kirsten Dunst and everything, and the fact that she was not a part of the Ginger Apocalypse makes me happy. And
She will be.
yeah, of course, she's the heroine of the Spider-Man comics and most of the films. You know, Spider-Man's girlfriend, but also, you know, before the girlfriend thing, they were best friends. They would talk, and they were classmates, and they were cool.
Talking about Peter Parker and her?
Yeah. Weren't they friends?
I
I could be remembering it wrong.
Because
I thought
she
they were
had a
besties.
boyfriend who was a dick.
The jock.
No, it wasn't Flash.
You know, I might be thinking of the musical. There is a Spider-Man musical. It's trash.
Okay, another hot take. Musicals for every film. Stop.
I agree with that, actually.
Mean
But
Girls
You're
musical.
the type of person that would pay to see it, though.
I like musicals, but fucking... No, the only reason I'd pay to see Spider-Man the musical is because it was a horseshit dog, like, horrible just experience for everyone involved. It really
Are you
was.
sure it wasn't just because it's a musical?
No, I love... No. Well, the music in it was bad. I'll admit. The music in it was bad. But
Was
no.
it the little Asian lady going, doon, 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 Spider-Man, Spider-Man? What was that, Spider-Man 2 when she's out there playing on the violin?
I think so. I don't remember. But no, if you I don't know if you remember the news back in like 2009, I want to say it was. But it was around I think it was around 2009ish when the musical came out, and it was all over the news because it was supposed to be revolutionary from the it has like a whole pulley system where Spider-Man can like fly over the crowd, and the Green Goblin, they're going to like fight over everybody, and like 12 Spider-Men got horribly injured in just like the few months that it was on Broadway.
Yeah, that tracks.
Like breaking fucking bones, falling off the stage, falling from the sky. Like,
Oh, but he had spider webs, right? Gotta have a
no, that's,
live action musical.
the safety harnesses were, let's just say, not up to par. And the...
You know, when the first guy goes down and you replace him, maybe after the second one you think, is this worth breaking another person's bones?
And in the words of Mr. Krabs, money!
Pretty much. They'd already put so much... sorry, I know way too much about this musical, but long story short so we can move back to the topic. But, Christ, there was so much bullshit amount of money put in that musical. They tried so hard to just recoup some of that money from all the shit they had to just spend money on, and it was a horrible, horrible loss.
It's because it was an awful idea.
Technically, we're still on track, too. We're talking about Spider-Man.
It's true. But no, like, you know that's where the producers went wrong. They, instead of making a queer Adolf Hitler, they should have just made a Spider-Man musical. Clearly, this boy has never seen the producers. But
Queer Adolf Hitler is wild.
it's kind of the best thing ever. But that's another
Heig. Don't touch my mustache. Heig.
Anyway, so we love Mary Jane, and we love Spider-Man, just not the musical. Or what they did to MJ. They don't even call her Mary Jane in the new movies. She's MJ.
No, they do.
Plus, her nickname's always been MJ.
Fair enough, but they don't hardly call her Mary Jane in the movies, I thought.
If she's in trouble, she'll go, Mary Jane!
But
Like
also,
Scream.
they mostly just call her MJ in general.
Yeah, no, MJ, I know that's like her nickname, but like, that's always
And
been...
especially in this one, because I watched this, like, again, a couple days ago.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I've only seen that. This is No Way Home, right?
I didn't
Yes.
watch it.
In the scene where they're on the bus, he's talking to his buddy, and he was like, I need your help talking to Mary Jane.
Oh.
So he says it a couple times throughout the movies, especially with, whatever the fucking kid's name is.
His best friend?
No. The actor. Tom something.
Tom Holland.
Yeah. He says it a couple times.
Okay.
In all of the films.
I only saw it once in theater, so I don't remember.
I didn't actually get to that movie. I've watched all the movies up to it.
I liked it. I thought it was fine. I thought the villain was actually kind of cool. At least I didn't like him at first. I thought he was like
Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio. But I liked him by the end. I won't spoil it. It's a good ending.
You
But
just need to watch all the movies.
they're actually pretty good. I like them fine. Especially the third one. But anyways, what we're talking about. I do hate to rag on Zendaya because I actually do genuinely like her as an actress. But again, no red hair. She is, she's lighter skinned. She's still, a woman of color, so to speak. Again, not the problem here. The problem is the lack of gingerness. And actually, in some ways, yeah, that actually does kind of make it the problem, because, I mean, where's the
She also
gingers?
doesn't really give off, like...
Ginger vibes?
No. Mary Jane vibes.
No, she doesn't.
She gives off a,
I'm too cool for all this.
yeah, teenager angst. Like...
And, they just erased her whole personality. They were, like, that's just, again...
They erased her personality. They erased her profile.
They erased...
God forbid they erased her existence.
They pretty much did. They could have just named her something else, and it wouldn't have made a difference in the film.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, they...
Could have called her Mojave, and they would still be like, MJ!
They could have just said, hey, Zendaya, you go to school here now? Like... but yeah, so, again, she's not pale, she's not a redhead, she has no freckles to speak of, at least not in that shot.
Not that we can see, anyways.
Yeah, not that we can see, anyways. No, that's a different movie. But no. Yet another example of erasure. Our favorite little redheaded orphan. The pinnacle of gingerhood.
Do you know why orphans can't play baseball? Because they don't know where home is.
I was gonna say something about. I was gonna say something about a home run, but no, they don't know where home. No, I mean, me and Tato are at least familiar with this little redheaded orphan. Muffin does not like musicals.
I was cultured enough not to be in that reign of
I highly disagree. I think you
film.
should get more cultured and watch more musicals.
Oh, I'm
Some
perfectly fine
musicals
being
are
cultured.
good.
Yeah,
None.
some. I will say some. I won't say most. I want to say most,
The
but let's
only
be real.
movie that I've ever seen that you would consider a musical is Mamma Mia.
I love that movie.
And even then, I hated that movie.
I was about
Every
to-
single time my mom put it on.
Yeah,
At one point, I actually took a penny to the back of the DVD.
So that it wouldn't play?
Correct.
That's fucked, dude.
And then she went out and bought the double disc feature, 1 and 2, and one of them went missing in the DVD player.
Mamma Mia.
Because she put it in one night, and then when she went to bed, I took it out. And put
How many
one
times-
half back inside the DVD player.
You broke the DVD player?
No,
I
he
didn't
broke
break it.
this-
You can press the eject button and it would slide out.
Because I wasn't sure about the eject button working with half a disc, but...
But also, how many times did your mom play Mamma Mia? For you to
7
get this...
days a week, probably about 5-6 times a week.
I would
5-6
probably get...
times.
I'd probably get tired of it too, to be honest. There was a time where my sister was really, really, really into Frozen. And there's only so many times I can listen to Can I
Let
do you
it
wanna
go.
build a snowman before I wanna pull my hair out?
It's okay. Let it go.
Let it go, Tato. Let it go.
Let it snow.
And then they came out with Frozen 2 and I'm like, oh, this is about to go all over again.
I actually liked Frozen 2 a lot more than I thought I would.
I mean, it was a good movie, but I mean,
Yeah, I get it.
any good movie.
You got sick of after, 30 plus watches.
Because it wasn't like, watch the movie and then we'll watch it the next day. It was like, watch the movie. Oh my god, that was so good. Let's watch it again. Let's do this again the next day and watch it again. Oh.
If you watch the same movie more than once in a single day, you have issues.
Oh,
Yeah,
I kind of a...
You need a grippy sock vacation.
Oh, I want
Kind
a
of
grippy...
a,
Can I have one, please? I'd love a grippy sock vacation.
Kind of a tangent, but there used to be a little girl I babysit named Ruby, and while I was at her family's house, they had a movie called Ruby, and they just let it autoplay over and over again, even if the little girl wasn't in the room, because she loved it so much that when she was in the room, she would just sit down and stare at the TV and watch it. And she knew a lot of the words because, of course, she re-watched it over and over again. And she loved that little girl because she had red hair just like her, Ruby.
You could have just broken the DVD like I do.
I just said when I was babysitting this one kid, which I didn't not put the movie on for her because we had streaming services by this point, so I wasn't worried about it. But she really wanted to watch this movie called she kept calling it Llama and Pacha, Llama and Pacha. And she watches this show, like, it's a Russian cartoon called Masha and the Bear. So, again, she was like 3, so her diction wasn't really great. So all I heard was Llama and Pacha. I thought it was some weird Spanish cartoon she was watching.
I mean, Llama and Pacha, I would immediately think
Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I should have thought of, but I was like, sweetie, we don't have it. I'm sorry, we can't watch it. And then her mom came home and I was like, what is this movie she's talking about? Llama and Pacha? What are you talking about? She's like, she's saying Llama and Pacha. I'm like, she wanted to watch The Emperor's New Groove. She's like,
So I was right.
yeah. No, you were right. I just, again, she was like 2.5, maybe 3 years old. Her diction was not great and my brain was just not processing this information. Yeah.
It's okay. It's all those drugs.
Yeah, all
They
those
were catching up.
drugs I definitely took as an 18, 19-year-old.
Oh.
No, I didn't. No, that's a different story.
You're right.
Anyway, Redheaded Annie.
Oh, no.
She is a beacon of hope for gingers. I'm only saying this because of the song, Tomorrow. You know, there's wrong song.
Sun
Tomorrow, tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
What is that one
There'll
line
be
that Thanos says? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, that's
literally how I feel
accurate.
right now.
But yeah, she's like a classic ginger. She's, got the pale skin, rosy cheeks, and that hair is impressively red. I think that's fabulous.
If I grow mine out long enough, I could probably curl it to look like that.
I bet you could.
I'm not going to, though.
If you spend enough time in the sun, too, just start, sunning yourself, it'll get that bright.
If I spend enough time in the sun, I'll look like her outfit.
Fair enough.
And I will be like that for 2 weeks straight.
Solid.
I do not tan.
Oh, I tan miraculously.
It's annoying how
Silence.
well. No, it's annoying how well she tans. Like
I went
this
on-
golden glow is she could get that just sitting in the sun for 20 minutes.
in on a run, and I had the clear tan line from my shorts and my sports bra.
Nice.
She got that melanin.
After what was
She
the
does-
run?
she
Like
does.
45 minutes?
Something like that. I'm not wrong.
5 minutes outside and I'd roast. I'm like a marshmallow.
I only start burning, I say burning, but I hardly burn, after 3 hours maybe in direct sunlight.
But yeah, so again, this film came out in 1982. little orphan Annie, redheaded, smiley, happy girl, got remade.
How happy she could be if she's an orphan.
She got adopted by Daddy Warbucks.
Dude had money.
Clearly didn't adopt her fast enough.
Well, she was happy because she had.
How could
hope.
he be rich with a name of Bucks?
He'd
be made fun of. Bucks Bunny.
No, he was Daddy Warbucks.
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah.
Warbucks. He had the war bonds.
And she got to keep her dog she found in an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Toto.
This is Annie in 2014. No red hair to be spoken of. No pale skin. No damn freckles. I mean, I do like what they did. The only thing modern, she's a cute kid. I don't want to talk crap on a kid. And actually, I am sorry. Shoot, I just realized we're not going to be able to, we're going to have to put a clown over her face or something. We're not going to be able to show this on the episode.
Ooh, or the
Why?
other Annie.
Yeah, because OFTV doesn't allow children on screen.
No
So.
manners.
Man.
We'll just put a cartoon
Fuck
version
them
of,
kids, bro.
no, we'll just put a cartoon version over it. Sorry, Tori. If you want to just exclude this footage, that works too. But yeah, Annie.
Just cut Annie out of
Just
there.
blurs it
cut
completely
Annie
out and be just description. Like the Star Wars font.
I'll give her a warning ahead of time. But yes, a Star Wars font description.
Annie, 1 and 2.
But again, the only modern thing I'll admit, I hesitate to say what I'm about to say because
It's just the curly hair.
I don't want to make, yeah, exactly.
No,
All
because
she's
her
got is
hair
the
was curly
hair.
too in the first one.
No, that's what she's saying though. That's
the
all.
only
That's the only similarity. I was gonna say I don't want to roast a kid because she's a cute kid.
I would roast the hell out of this kid. Give me 5 minutes, I'll come up with a lot of stuff for her.
But she's a cute kid. I've heard some of the songs from the newer version.
Have you seen the newer movie?
No, I haven't.
They do touch on the fact that since she was an orphan, she wasn't taught how to read, but that's the only thing that I thought, added on to the actual movie from the original. Other than that,
Yeah, fair enough. But again, the songs that I've heard are fine, and actually, I like the modern dress they put her in. It's cute and to the times if they're gonna remake it, not the little collar thing from the 80s.
which is always still in fashion. It's adorable.
It is still
You know
adorable.
why they didn't
but-
dress her in the stuff from the 80s?
Why, Muffin? Do tell.
No, I'm not the master around here.
Okay, we'll just
We'll just skip
Wow,
over that.
Let's skip.
That went way over your head.
Well, no, I got it. I'm just ignoring it.
We're just gonna move on.
Bloopers.
Sorry, little girl who played Annie in 2014.
But fuck you.
I was just saying you ain't a ginger. But okay.
Josh is just like, who are you?
Yes, I am the kazoo kid.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
Exactly.
Another person from the same musical that we can actually show on this episode that Josh doesn't know who the hell
Boy,
this
why
is.
she look like the Grinch but without the makeup?
That's just...
She does! Or like a who? It's the nose.
She's Miss. What's the one that fell hard for the Grinch?
Oh,
Yes.
you're talking about... Shit, I can't think of her name.
It was Cindy Lou Who's mother.
Not her mom.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not her mother. It was the mayor's girlfriend.
It's
The one that was like all hot and heavy
Miss
over
Sexy
the light
Eyes.
gun.
What?
I know, it's gonna drive me crazy that not knowing her name.
Guarantee you, it's Cindy Lou Who's mother.
It is not Cindy Lou Who's
It
mother.
is.
No, Cindy Lou Who's mother is married to the male guy.
You know what? You're wrong.
No, the chick who
You're
fell hard for the
wrong.
Grinch is Cindy Lou Who's mother's neighbor. It's her neighbor. Remember, because her mom...
She looked
Martha
fine
May.
Martha
She
May
looked
Whovier.
fine as hell in that movie,
Yes,
too.
she did. I love her. But no. Okay, sorry, we gotta settle this. If you'll recall, in the early part of the movie, when Cindy Lou Who's mother is hanging up her Christmas lights...
See, I was more eyeing something else.
She
was in a very skimpy outfit.
Yeah, no, she was in a robe because that was Cindy Lou Who's mother's hang up her Christmas lights saying, I'm gonna be better than Martha May Whovier this year, and then she just goes up in the skimpy outfit. Hi, I'm just gonna put on my lights.
I was watching those tits the whole
I'm
time.
sure you were. But this is not
I told my
that.
mom I was going to watch the movie in my room real quick. Came back, put it back in the
She
DVD
is the
player.
rival
And she was
of
like, what is
Cindy's
all over the
mom.
DVD player? I was like, I didn't wash my hands good enough, I guess.
Brittany's right. She is the rival of Cindy's mom, and the
She could rival me anyway.
and she was dating the mayor before
Before,
she fell in love with that green furry boy.
before Grinchy Poo came down from the
Furries.
mountain. She's a furry, confirmed.
We'll have to talk about that another time.
That is another one. Oh,
Hatred
You know,
against them.
his heart was 3 times too small to compensate for something real.
Would he even need to compensate with how much he didn't do for her to just go,
This is a really long-winded way to roast Carol Burnett, but, you know.
She looks like a used Q-tip that they put in a ginger. Come on now. Look at that waxy colored lipstick she's got on.
It's the 80s! Everyone had waxy-colored lipstick.
Okay, not earwax colored. Come on.
It's not earwax colored. That's like orange.
What color's
What color is your earwax? Yeah, that's
True
a valid
gingers, okay? We spew orange out of everywhere.
Surprised your daughter didn't come out orange.
Yeah.
Well, she was slightly jaundiced at one point.
Yeah, that's close enough. I mean...
Just a slight shade of orange. It's okay.
Miss Hannigan is the runner of the orphanage in Annie. She does have her own songs. And again, she is let's just say it, a huge bitch.
She could run herself off the stage.
She is a lady who has agency over all these children, and she should not have any agency over any child ever, because she is horrible. But again, she is pale. No freckles to be found, so I doubt that red hair is natural. But, hear me out. Still red hair. She's still, at least in this film, I'm not going to say Carol Burnett, but Miss Hannigan, in this iteration of Annie, is a ginger. Not in 2014, we got Cameron Diaz.
Who's a fucking blonde.
Exactly.
And in every picture we found, she looked like she was in pain.
Yeah, this is the best picture we could find of Cameron Diaz in this film. And I generally like Cameron Diaz in film. But man, she really was trying to go for that unpleasant look, and she nailed it. Well, yeah, you know how easy it would have been to just dye her hair red?
Not easy at all. You know how
No,
hard
do
it
you-
is
do you know
dyeing your
how-
hair red?
Do you know how hard it is, and like the dye's expensive, and you know they're already get so much put into other parts of the budget.
Yeah, I mean, they spent, like, you know...
Look at those earrings. That was the whole dye budget.
That was the dye budget. They were like, we already paid for Jamie Foxx. We can't afford a $10 bottle of hair dye. Sorry.
I don't know where you guys are shopping. The last bottle of hair dye I saw for red was $18.
Walmart. I get the Garnier shit. I was kidding. Mine's
Garnier.
totally natural. Doesn't change shades
Oh,
every
yeah.
6 months.
Totally. Totally natural. I definitely don't see your natural hairline.
Oh, and definitely.
Time to touch up my roots.
This is natural too.
So natural.
Is it?
The most natural.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Don't pull too hard. She might like it.
What was that?
A noise.
What? I'm supposed to be making the noise?
I tried. Obviously, I
You were
failed.
like,
Hey. Eyes up here.
No. Busted.
Wait,
Damn it! I didn't get my mini
Star
roll.
Star-spangled banger.
But, so,
all right.
the point is, Miss Hannigan, again, Ginger erased. No, thank you. I got the squishy stuff. Starfire!
Ah,
Yep, wood.
my favorite wet dream.
Next to her sister.
I mean,
What
I
about
would do
Ra-
both of them at the same
I was
time.
gonna
What
say,
about Raven?
Raven, just because she's emo.
that's fair.
I would
Into them emo
absolutely
chicks?
let her her dark hands do some things to me.
Starfire is an alien, and she is one of the Teen Titans, and she dates Robin, and she also has these, more importantly than that, she's got these cool, powers, and red hair. While she is not freckled, she still counts in most books as a ginger because she's got the trademark red hair.
She is an alien with fiery red hair.
To be fair, that's not really red. That's more of like a violet red. So
It's closer to my color. It still counts. Right? It counts.
no, that's red in the
That's fair.
comics.
That's fair.
All of the
That is not
comics.
red.
This is the more accurate representation.
All the
admittedly.
comments are usually red, and then sometimes they have a gradient from red to yellow or red to orange.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, there's some minor erasure going on already over here, but it's still red, so it still gets a pass by most standards. Not proper ginger standards, I'll allow, but this is not Ginger! She is beautiful!
Nor is she white.
Exactly, but she is beautiful, but she is not Starfire. Christ! Just make your own superheroes. Actually, they have some, everyone's got superheroes. Even people who don't exist have superheroes.
What do you mean people that don't exist?
Starfire? She's an orange alien.
Yes. Like, also, if they were going to have a black actress for Starfire, they could have at least bronzed her up, gave her that orange glow,
Yes.
that some gold accents, and some type of like braidings, some weave, color her hair.
It's the same issue with the damn Ariel.
Well, no,
Yeah,
Ariel's slightly different. She was clearly white.
Fair enough.
Starfire's an alien.
fair enough. I see your point.
Yeah, different planet. They could have made her skin look more like Starfire.
Yeah, more otherworldly.
If you've ever watched the actual show, like the cartoon Teen Titans, there's one episode where she talks about her family. Mm-hmm. All of her family is white. All of it is white. Even her evil sister, white.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're white.
Mm-hmm.
Not, black. Now, this is a problem. We're not actually racist on the show. It's just,
No,
We're talking about the issue of ginger characters getting their characters taken
taken away.
like, it's
taken
ridiculous.
away.
Yeah, it is. And here's the argument. I can see some fuck ass, and that's my favorite word right now, fuck ass. But I could see some fuck ass like makeup producer, makeup coordinator, director, whatever, whoever does the freaking makeup on this show, going, well, her skin tone it's just so beautiful. We didn't want to cover up. And I can I agree that her skin is beautiful. She's got, again, it's a gorgeous color, and she's beautiful. But cool, you don't want to cover up her skin tone? Give her own movie and cast someone else as Starfire.
But also, I don't get why they're taking comic book superheroes and turning them in with black actresses when there are already superheroes that are black. Storm. There's also Bumblebee in Teen Titans, who is a black, she's more like an anti-hero.
But there's
but
only so many times you can replay the same movie with different actors. It's the same story being told over and over and over again.
But hear me out. Why don't, in that case, she just gender bend Cyborg, at least. Like, I don't know.
Can't do that.
And if you want to do like an AU where they're all gender bent, that would work fine. I mean, AUs happen, but
In Teen Titans, there's also an alternate dimension where everything is opposite. Why don't you play it out that angle?
there you go. See, there's already like I didn't even know about that. There's already existing material where this can work. Gender bent, at least. Not this. This is just a beautiful black woman in a costume. This is not Starfire.
3 things you shouldn't do to a film.
Yeah.
Live action. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gender bend. Okay.
Okay.
Musicals. Those are the top 3 things
Musicals
you do not
are
do
hit or
to a
miss.
cartoon. No. Every single musical is a complete miss because it completely misses the story. Oh no, the person fell off.
The person fell.
Person died. With tears.
Hey. Act 2 of Hamilton gets me every time. Really.
Yeah. There you go. Better?
Well, he also said from like cartoons.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hamilton is a historical
what cartoon
story.
is Hamilton?
Historical fiction,
Could you imagine?
technically.
Well,
Well,
it's not quite historical fiction because they based it off of history.
They did, but there were a lot of liberties taken, is why I call it historical fiction, because it was based off of a historical book and historical background, but there were, and it is accurate on a lot of grounds, but there's also a lot of liberties taken, so that's why I err towards calling it historical fiction.
We don't talk about liberties
but-
being
but-
taken on the 4th of July.
No, the 4th of July!
But I was saying it's based off of history, not a cartoon.
No, you're right. No, I was still off base there. I just wanted to make the comment about crying at a musical. But no, yeah. No, I can agree with that. Cartoons don't necessarily need musicals. Unless they're already musicals, like The Little Mermaid, or Beauty and the Beast, or Lion King. Those are already in
Didn't
here.
they change the Beauty and the Beast too? Because they did a live action. They kind of did that with the Lion King.
Yeah, they changed it a bit. Yeah, they did. That's another topic for another day, though. I think that's what we're going to talk about next week.
The only
How
live
Disney
action,
ruins TV.
The only live action that I've seen that I liked was Maleficent.
Yep.
And that was adding on to a story that was told before. It's not retelling Sleeping Beauty.
Right.
It's telling Maleficent's side of Sleeping Beauty.
It's like Disney trying to do Wicked.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, well, it's
I
basically...
don't think I've seen it either.
It's simple concept. Basically, what if we knew the Wicked Witch of the West's backstory?
I've heard some of the songs from it.
That's a
Dun
musical.
dun.
Dun dun. Yep.
Yeah, it's a musical. You probably wouldn't.
Oh,
No, you would not
I
like
would
it. It's a
immediately
musical.
turn it off.
The movie's coming out in November.
Immediately turn it off.
All right. Speaking of good old DC
Would.
Comics, yep. Another lovely alien.
Bro, she's wearing a tight skirt. Who wouldn't? Like, come on now.
I see your weakness. I know what to get your
Women in
No,
skirts.
no. We know his weaknesses.
multiple weak. That's fair.
Which is?
Tight skirts, titties.
Thigh-highs, fishnets.
Yeah,
Yeah, haven't you guys worn all that shit one time on an episode?
easily.
Yeah.
And it's not
I
gonna
see
stop.
what you're trying to do here.
It's because it's not just your weakness, Muffin.
I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to get me in on other content. Only Dad's TV.
Only Dad's TV. There's a Miss Martian. I mean, I think you probably know more about Miss Martian than I do. Why don't you take this one over?
She pretty alien.
So, Starfire?
Well said. Except she's from Mars.
Yeah.
She could be my little Martian.
Okay, we got the superhero thing going on. We got the red hair. And she is green. But again, we're counting her in the gender apocalypse because she does have red hair. Unless you watch Supergirl and then she has no hair.
Yeah, what
They
is
did.
going
They
on
did
with that?
keep her green skin,
That was nice.
But why does it look like a shaved crab on the top of her head?
but also she was always drawn really pretty. She was a pretty alien, and now she looks like she's going to haunt and kill you.
She looks like a spawn of the Predator, is what she looks like.
Go back on the last one.
Uh-huh.
Why does she have regular eyes on the right side, and then she's got black and gold eyes on the left?
She is an alien. She is drawn different in different medias.
Yep.
It's the same comics, though. Same company. That's both DC.
It's both DC. Well, technically, this is DC, too. This is a DC property as well. It's
No, that's DS. Dog shit.
But No, technically, I'm pretty sure this is. I think from the left here is the Young Justice show, and the right here is the Young Justice comics. And this is just whatever this is.
I'd go with the show. There's more hair to pull.
Fair enough.
So I'm guessing you don't want the movie version?
That?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
do you see that forehead? Jesus Christ.
that is not just a 4-head, or I deign to call that a 5-head. That's a 17-head.
You're up here, you're like this. Wait, I'm still going. You get to the top and you're like,
But
why
no,
is it hard up here?
I guess, again, haven't watched Supergirl, but based off her design, I guess they're going for something more intimidating. But
I guess
That's
they definitely
intimidating.
they lean more into the alien side, I suppose.
they definitely
but...
did. But and no red hair, no ginger characteristic. Ginger
I guess she's got her
erased.
green card.
Moving on.
Jim Gordon, more DC. We love it.
Dude, look at his mustache.
Right? He's an old feller. He's still got his red going on. He's still his good old detective self, right? He's a detective. I'm sorry, my DC knowledge is so just bad.
I believe he's actually the...
Is he the commissioner?
Yeah, he's Commissioner Gordon.
Okay, he's Commissioner
Yep.
Gordon. Okay, I just didn't know his name was Jim. I just know Commissioner Gordon is all I know. That's great. I do know this now, and yeah, clearly a ginger, clearly pale, clearly redheaded.
Oh, no, but no freckles.
Nope, no freckles, but this feller from the 2022 The Batman. This is Commissioner Gordon from the Robert Pattinson Batman movie.
Oh, the terrible spinoff.
It's called The Batman.
I haven't seen that one either.
You don't need to.
I would like to. I kind of want to watch it.
You can watch it, but like...
It's got actors in it I like. Zoe
You
Kravitz,
watch
Robert Pattinson.
Batman
Aldana.
Returns, Batman Dark Rises. That's
Batman
the
Forever.
only 3 you need to see.
What about Batman Forever?
No.
What about the George Clooney ones with the bat nipples?
Debatable.
Not a huge fan.
It depends
of that
on whose bat
version.
nipples we're looking at.
I kind of want to watch the Val Kilmer one again. I actually don't think I ever watched that one. Anyways, I just like Val Kilmer as an actor. That's a totally different... He's a 80s action dude. He was in...
Oh,
He was... Well, not like the action dude. He wasn't up there with like Schwarzenegger or...
careful. Your age is showing.
I'm a year younger than you. Or am I older than you? I can't remember.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
We're the same age.
Yeah, that's right. We're the same age.
Careful,
Yo.
your age is showing.
Y'all have known each other for how long?
Not even a whole year?
Yeah, we're going on a year. I think it's about a year. Yeah, it's almost a year. Yeah, something like that. Because
we met when I was still working at Panera.
Yeah, and like right before Ashley figured out that she was pregante.
So about maybe 10 months?
Preggers. Yeah, about 10, 11 months.
Am I Gregnante?
That means you've known her about 5 months more than I have.
Yeah, that kind of tracks though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Got lassoed in.
Yup.
Unfortunately.
The door is right over there. No!
Have fun doing the show without a real ginger.
No! You can't go!
Ginger! Apocalypse are closing another.
Another ginger erased.
Hi, my name's Jeffrey. I'm not an actual ginger. I just cosplay.
Anyway, I got off track. I'll talk about Val Kilmer later. But I can talk. I love Val Kilmer. But anyway, long story short, Commissioner Gordon is a black man now, at least in this iteration. So no, and his daughter Barbara's a redhead too. So like,
White or black?
in the comics and the cartoon.
No, in
tradition-
this one.
Oh, I don't know if she's in this one. I looked up the IMDb. I didn't even see her in the credits or in the cast. I think
Not
that's-
a lore accurate Batman. Doesn't even consider it an actual film.
right.
Shame.
Who's okay? Yeah, this is what we were talking about before we recorded. We wanted to end this episode on a lively debate as to whether Daphne from Scooby-Doo is a victim of the ginger apocalypse.
I'd give her a little bit of ginger, to be honest.
I mean,
look at that outfit right
Who
there.
wouldn't? Like, it's that's
All of her outfits are iconic.
they really are. I had the Barbie when I was a kid, and I was so devastated when I lost her go-go boots. Like, that was a core memory.
I love when Scooby wears her go-go boots.
Yeah, that was.
I love that one scene where she was in a bikini.
I love how she made Velma dress sexy, and
Oh my
Velma
God.
was
Oh my God.
The squeaky suit.
Dude,
Yes.
Velma being sexy was hot as hell, though.
Yeah.
She was so sexy, but so awkward, and I'm into it.
Remember when she was at the top of the stairs going, "Who's your mommy?"
Yes, that's what I mean. So awkward, but I'm into it.
Right. Right. So on the left here, you'll see the original cartoon.
Oh, and I love when she like unzipped it and there's like a whole sweater underneath. She was just dying.
That was pretty great.
She refused to take that sweater off.
Icons doing icon shit. Now, as you can see on the left, this is the original from the cartoons.
Redhead.
The Hanna-Barbera. Yes, she is pale and has her red hair. Again, this is from, I believe, I didn't look up the year like I should have, but I think it was around 2004 this movie came out.
Spooky Island?
Yep, the Spooky Island one.
2004 to 2007.
Yeah. And again, on the right here, you see in this lighting her trademark red hair. She's got her purple dress on. Obviously,
Those wonderful tits.
yes, wonderful tits. Again, I think she's like the perfect choice for Daphne because she plays the damsel thing well, but also like her more intelligent and creative side. Just great pick for Daphne overall. But Muffin here did not agree with me because we saw this picture and he said, "This is not red. This is blonde."
It is strawberry blonde. I know. I've had that color before.
I have two, actually. But I still think that counts as a shade of red.
I do
But
not.
you're also missing out on the part where we decided that that's a different lighting.
Exactly.
So
Well, no, that's what this part of the show is for. Is for the debate.
she has red hair throughout the entire film. The
Right.
lighting just shows that it's
Yeah.
a different shade.
Exactly.
So if anybody goes based off of the middle photo, they're going to be, did not red hair. That's red hair.
Yeah, it's literally just, again, she's in a cave here and she's in the sun here.
I believe actually the outfit that she's wearing in the right is still that outfit on the left. It's just she's wearing a jacket.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's pretty on the money there.
I can't be sure because she did have like several outfit changes in that movie.
She did.
But they were all in that color scheme.
I mean, did you see how much luggage she took with her to Spooky
She
Island?
took like
Yes.
27 bags.
I'm sure one of those bags was just like different colors of lipstick.
I was thinking underwear.
Probably.
All of it
But-
matching.
But also, if you've ever seen several of the cartoons, even if she like loses a shoe during a fight or something, or during a chase,
She loses a shoe?
yes, she loses a shoe sometimes, she will have either a replacement shoe of the same exact type in her bag or an entire different set, but she will never wear two mismatched pairs of shoes.
No.
So do you think about it this way, right? She buys multiple pairs of the same shoes, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say she loses the right shoe one time. Mm-hmm. She keeps the left shoe as her backup shoe. Now, the next time she loses the left shoe, but now she has that one right shoe. Now she's got a full set, but there's an extra shoe there. How many times is it going to take for her to lose both shoes for her to get one full set back?
I don't know, but I feel like she definitely just restocks after every one of their excursions.
She has to.
Didn't
She's
she
like,
fight with somebody in one movie about a pair of shoes?
Oh, 100%.
probably. I don't remember that one. I might have missed that one, but I bet it happened. But yeah, so thankfully this is, I guess, overwhelmingly not a victim of the Ginger Apocalypse. Congratulations, Daphne from Scooby-Doo. Because even in the modern...
Everybody's favorite wet dream from 2009.
Well, again, like... Even
I was more into Velma, to be honest.
Dude,
I
could
That
take
little
both of
mini
them,
skirt,
and I would-
those thigh highs.
I'd take both of them and still be happy.
See, I was just going to say, actually, even in that dog shit Velma cartoon, they still kept her a pale ginger. Like...
We won't talk about that monstrosity.
No,
the original Velma. That's where we're at.
What, yeah, no, that new Velma's not Velma. And I think that does wrap it up. If you do not understand the concept of the Ginger Apocalypse yet, don't worry. There will almost certainly be a part 2 to this, because this is just scratching the surface of the Ginger Apocalypse and all of the wonderful characters that it has taken.
We're tickling your brains.
Just get to thinking, you know? We're trying to give you food for thought.
And if we've missed any gingers, you know, you can let me know, because not the real gingers here.
We do...
I can be a ginger next time.
I bet you could.
Hey. And, yeah, so let us know here, who do you want to see us cover on the Ginger Apocalypse episode part 2? We've got our links up here, Ginger Force, Apocalypse, socials, we have them. And if you want to let me know specifically, or if you have anything else you'd like to check out, my links are right here. I'm Britt Rochelle on most platforms, actually all platforms, some of them on Britt Rochelle 18. Don't even worry about it, you got the links right here, just pick one.
Yep. You can find me at Cosplaying Potato on YouTube and at Tiny and Adorable on Instagram and Twitch and TikTok.
You can find me at linktree/muffinsincere. All the socials are there.
And I can't believe we haven't said this yet on this episode, but happy 4th of July, everybody!
Yes, happy 4th of July!
Happy Bang Your Fingers Off Day.
And we'll see you next time on GFaP.
Stay fappin'.
I was told I was unallowed.